My name is Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK, and I'm sure you have seen by now because it has absolutely gone everywhere on the internet. It's absolutely gone crazy viral. But Primark have brought out a Winnie the Pooh collection in celebration of the 100th anniversary, and obviously I had to have a trip to Primark to pick up the collection. I have got everything I wanted to get. Most of it I was able to pick up in store. The two things I wasn't able to get, I was able to click and collect to a different store. I'd never done Primark click and collect before, and I did it on the Saturday and it said it would be ready to collect on the Monday, but it was ready to collect Sunday. So next day ready. Very impressed. First ever time doing Primark click and collect, so I was impressed with that. So we have got quite a lot to go through. I'm so happy I got everything I wanted to get, and surprisingly I didn't actually spend as much money as I thought I was going to, so I guess that's a win, I guess. But I think without further ado, let's get on with the video, because you can see I've got a big bag here we need to get through. I think first we will start off with the bag it's in, because this is from the new collection, and then when I went to the till I said, could you just put all my shopping in this bag, you know, just save on another bag. And so this, it's so big to show you, but it's got an all over print of the Winnie the Pooh new design. I'll show it to you better on another product, but for this whole collection Primark have like redesigned Winnie the Pooh and he is so cute. I love it. That's like the front. It's got like the all over print and then a little like Pooh pocket in the middle. The back's the same, but it just hasn't got this bit on the side. The only thing I didn't really like about this was on the side it says Primark.com, but no one's looking at the side. I can't remember how much this was because she took the label off, obviously, to put the shopping in, but I think the label is somewhere in the bottom, so when we find it I'll tell you. But my thinking behind this was, before I went to Primark I did have a look on the website so I could get a grasp of the whole collection. This is like a storage bag, and as soon as I saw it, because you can see like how decent size it is, I thought this would be great for storing away some of my seasonal plush that don't live out all year round. Because when I was putting away my Christmas plush I got that case from I think the Range for like really not that much. Both handles snapped off, so that's great. I don't think I even overloaded it that much, but I just thought this would be great for keeping some plush in. Anyway, let's go into what's actually inside. Okay, this will give you a better showing of what the new Pooh Bear looks like. This is a little lunchbox. All of my lunchbox, I have quite a few lunchboxes because like I'll meal prep for the week, are these Primark fabricy ones. They're a great size to fit everything you need in for lunch. This was £2, and there you go. You can kind of have a better look at what Pooh Bear looks like for the new Primark collection. They've made him look fluffy and I absolutely love that. And I also love that it says 1926 on there, because so far out of all the Winnie the Pooh merch I'm seeing being released for the 100th anniversary, very little is actually saying 100 years or anything like that. So the fact that this collection does say 1926 on there, it doesn't say necessarily 100th anniversary, but you know, that's close enough. So yeah, a lunchbox. Whenever Primark brings out new Winnie the Pooh collections, they usually bring out new handbags, and it's always so hard for me to leave a Primark without a new Winnie the Pooh handbag. They brought out all their usual style bags, like the passport bags, the usual crossbody bags, the backpack, the travel bags. I'd never seen this style handbag before in Primark, and so I love it. I'm gonna swap this over to be my new everyday bag for... I change my everyday bag quite often, but this is going to be my next one for a while because I'm so obsessed with it. Look at this. That is just stunning. So it's this nice like off-white colour. You've got embroidery of Pooh on the front there. It says Winnie the Pooh. Other than that, it is just very basic. Oh, it also does say Disney up there. But they never do this style bag in like Disney bags, Winnie the Pooh bags. So you've got your handheld straps there. It comes with a big crossbody strap, and then it's a really good size. You've got a zip along the top as well. I love this style bag. This is what I look for in my everyday style sort of bags. This was just an absolute need to get, and this was £15. The next item, I'm literally just going through this, pulling it out of the bag. This is one of the items I had to do for click and collect. I didn't think I was going to be able to get my hands on this because this has been out for a while. I think this has been out longer than most of this collection, but it's just kind of been tied into this collection. This has gone pretty viral. This whole collection has gone viral, but this item in particular has gone even crazy. So many people are struggling to get their hands on it. I wasn't expecting to see it in store, and I also wasn't expecting to be able to do click and collect for it. I thought it was just going to be one of those things where I have to get lucky and find it, or I'd have to admit defeat and give it a miss. But that is the Winnie the Pooh Disney is When I first saw these on TikTok, I couldn't believe that Primark had brought out Winnie the Pooh Disney Ears. Primark is always doing Disney Ears, but it's usually just generic Mickey or Minnie in like different colours. They have done Stitch in the past, they've done Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't know, I was just so surprised to see that they'd done a Winnie the Pooh pair, and I'm so obsessed. So you've got Pooh Bear's face on one side and all the details are embroidered, and then on the other side you've got an embroidered bumblebee, you've got a gingham bow in the middle with a little honey pot, and on a red headband. I love these so much. They are so adorable. You can clearly see why they have gone viral, and they were £6, which I thought was really good. Whenever I see new ones of these for Winnie the Pooh at Primark, I always grab them because they're always just a need to have in my handbags, and because I swap between like an everyday bag and a lounge fly so many times, I need multiple of them just to keep in random bags, and they're just great. They're the foldable up shopping bags. They're just so handy, and it was £2.50. I've just found the label for my big storage bag, and this was £4.50, which for the size of it, I think that is really good. So yeah, that's much my little tag. I'm just gonna drop it back in there. I hummed and hawed over getting this because I'm not really a hat girl. I don't really think I suit hats, but I am getting very strict on myself in the summertime. I'm like, whether I suit them or not, I'm making myself wear them. Because as I'm sure you'll know, I am very strict with my hair care routine anyway. And I know my hair is very long, but it's not long enough to me, and I want it longer. We don't need to go into a whole hair story now. But in the heat waves that we were having last year, I was forcing myself to wear hats, even though I don't like them, I don't think I suit them, but I just know just having the sun on my scalp all day, drying out my scalp, was just gonna do my hair health no good. So I was like, even though you don't suit hats, Tori, you need to wear one to protect your scalp. So I'll protect my scalp and look cute wearing Winnie the Pooh. When I tried it on in the shop, my mum said I did really suit it. Let's have a look. Okay. I never think I suit like baseball caps like this. I own a few like bucket hats and I can like kind of like style them out. I've never been able to make like a baseball cap work, but I don't know. Maybe my mum was right. What do you think? So I was humming and hawed over it, but I'm happy I did pick it up in the end, and I'll make it work. And this was £6. The next click and collect item I did. So there were so many jumpers in this new collection. This was the only one I wanted because all of the other jumpers were like the standard kind of jumpers that Primark usually does. A few hoodies. This one I've never seen Primark do for Winnie the Pooh, and I just think it's so cute. My store only had two sizes. They had a large and an extra small. When I saw the large, I was very excited because that is my normal Primark size, but I had some people online saying that this jumper was coming up oversized, so you would need to size down if you wanted it more fitted. So I tried the large on and it was a bit oversized on me, and as I said, the only other side they had in that was extra small, so I did click and collect for a medium. I haven't actually tried this on yet, so I'll include a clip of me trying it on, but it was £18, and just look at this. It's like a knitted jumper material. It's so cozy, so soft, and it says in big writing at the top Winnie. You've then got a picture of Pooh, and then it says Pooh Bear underneath. I just love how they've done Pooh Bear for this new collection. He looks so cute and so fluffy. I was obsessed with this jumper. I was so sad when I saw it in the store but I couldn't buy it, but then when we went for lunch after, me and my mum sat there on the Primark website figuring out the click and collect, because as I said, we've never done click and collect for Primark before, but it worked out very well. So yes, I will try this on and I will show you what it looks like tried on. So this is what the medium jumper looks like. As I said, I had to size down, so much more of a fitted look. When I tried on the large in the shop, I'd got so much like bagginess under there, which if oversized is your personal style, stick with your normal size, but if you want more of like a normal fitted look, size down. I also just noticed that Winnie and the picture of him is like in the knitted work, but then the Pooh Bear underneath is embroidered. Just the little details I need to tell you about. Okay, the next two last items I think was what I was most excited for when I saw this collection, and they were the two items that I was really worried that weren't going to be in stores, because when was it last year's collection or the year before when Primark released some scrunchies and claw clips for Winnie the Pooh? I had to go on a whole mission to find them. I couldn't find them in any of my local stores. I don't think click and collect was a thing then. I ended up finding them in Oxford. I don't live anywhere near Oxford. I think I was, why was I in Oxford? I think I had a wedding or something nearby. But anyway, I found them in Primark in Oxford. I was thinking with these ones I was going to have to go on a wild goose chase as well, but I saw them in the hair care section and I was so excited. Starting off, we have got a set of 3 scrunchies. So the bottom one is an all over print of Pooh on a yellow. You've then got a red gingham and then an all over print of Pooh on a white, and they were £3.50. I love a scrunchie. And the final item I picked up from the Primark X Winnie the Pooh collection. And let me tell you, I gave an excited squeal when I saw these come up on my Facebook. I love these so much. I couldn't believe that Primark had done these because these are just so me. If you know anything about me, you know I have a whole collection of hair clips, claw clips, anything clips for my hair. I'm so happy they did these. We have got a set of 4 mini Winnie the Pooh claw clips. So you've got 2 of Pooh Bear, a honey pot and a bumblebee. I am glad they did 2 of Pooh because otherwise I probably would have ended up buying 2 packs because I do like when I do hairstyles for my clips to be matching. I was kind of tempted to pick up another pack so I could have matching honey pot and bees, but then I don't need 4 Pooh Bears. I've got my matching Poohs so I can do a matching like that, and then the bee and the honey pot, even though they're not like the same, they still like go together, so like I'll be able to make that work. I was so happy when I saw these, and I was also kind of expecting not to be able to find these in my store. I was thinking this was going to be the same as the ears and I'd have to like click and collect them, but they were there and I was so happy, and they were £5.50. And also what I was saying earlier about how not many like collections are putting 100 years on there. So on like the hat and the lunchbox it does say 1926 on there, which I'm happy with. On the Primark packagings for the collection and on all their posters and everything, they have got the 100 years logo, and that is the official logo that Disney have released for the Winnie the Pooh 100th anniversary. I'm so excited to style these. I probably might wait until like spring summer sort of time because literally as I'm filming this right now it is raining outside, so I'll wait until more suitable hair down weather. And that is my big bag empty. I was quite controlled. I didn't go up to the 3rd floor, which is the homeware floor. They have got a new Winnie the Pooh cushion, Winnie the Pooh duvet, Winnie the Pooh flask, Winnie the Pooh, I think it's like a yogurt drink cup. I really don't need any more pillows. I mean, you can see along this wall here, along my bed, my husband's told me we've got too many pillows. So I didn't even like tempt myself by going to look at the new pillow, and I wouldn't be able to resist the duvet. I can tell you that I wouldn't be able to resist that. So I was happy with everything I'd got. These were all the things that were on my mental shopping list when I went in there. So I was like, I didn't even like look at the stuff that I was like, I know I don't need to get. I was controlled on that way. However, this weekend we're going to a different Primark store, but I'm going back to Primark. We're going to Lakeside Shopping Centre. We are going on a mission to buy my husband's nieces some presents for when we go back and see them in Morocco. One of them is, how old will she be when we see her? I think she was born like November, December sort of time. So at the moment she's only like a couple of months old. By the time we see her she'll be like 4 months old. So we are going to look at like baby grows, and then his other niece, I think she's six or 7. So we're going to look at some clothes for her because we wanted to get them like little matching outfits. And it was my husband's idea we have a look at the new Winnie the Pooh collection, so then we can show them pictures of like me and my Winnie the Pooh outfits, so then they can be like matching with me, which I loved that idea. So although when I do like my Winnie the Pooh, like, you know, my what's new in Primark videos and my merch find videos, I never usually share like the baby stuff because I don't have a baby myself. Probably going to be a few years until I have a baby myself, but I might do a video showing what's all the Winnie the Pooh baby collection because it's all so cute, and I'm so excited to go and have a look at it all for his nieces. So yes, although I am going back to Primark this weekend, I am going on a strict mission for buying presents, so I'll try and be restricted. If I see the duvet, I can't promise that I'll be able to be restricted on that because I love a duvet set, but we'll see. I'm going in with a mission. Stay headstrong. We're only in January, and I know this year is going to be full with so many new Winnie the Pooh collections in celebration of the 100th anniversary, so I need to remain controlled. I need to remain strict on myself so I can pace myself out throughout the year. that's the plan. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do pop the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell, like me might as well. You're already down there, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!